back to my channel. Today it's going to be a very exciting video because we are going to talk about contouring. Contouring is an awesome technique in makeup. Whenever we apply our base makeup like our foundation or our concealer, after that the face is completely like a blank canvas. We have to put the life back to our face. We have to create those shadows that naturally form on our face. So contouring is all about sculpting our face, making it look chiseled so that it adds a bit of dimension back to the face. I don't think whether I'm going for a no makeup look or I'm going full on glam, I love putting a bronzer on my face because I just love the whole shadowy vibe that the contour gives to our face. So if you're following my tutorials, then you know that I love contouring my nose as well. I love making my nose a bit snatched. So no matter what look I'm going for, I always do that step. So today I'm going to demo a step-by-step procedure on how you can contour your face, as well as I'm going to demo how to make your nose snatched. And I'll be using a new product that got recently released in the market, and it's from Patrick Ta, and this is their Major Sculpt Bronzer Duo. It actually has a cream bronzer as well as a powder bronzer, so I was really excited to try this. The shade that I have got it in is She's Sculpted, and this is the medium shade. They actually have 3 shades. And it is currently retailing for $48 in Canada. It is a bit pricey for sure. Quickly open it. So this is how it looks. It looks very luxurious. I love the packaging for sure. And when you open it, there is a big mirror on the top, which is great. At the same time, there are 2 bronzers. This is the cream bronzer and this is the powder bronzer. What I like about the packaging is they have given this topper for the cream bronzer so that the powder doesn't get mixed with the cream, which is very considerate. I really appreciate that. So when it comes to the cream contour, I am not a fan of it. I don't use it that much because usually the cream contours are more cool tone. They are grayish brown and they look very ashy on the skin. So I prefer the powder bronzer the best. And currently one of my favorite bronzers is from Fenty Beauty, and it's their Instant Warmth bronzer, and the color that I am in is Island Ting. Good part with the powder bronzer is that they are more warm toned, so they are brown but still warm. With contouring, one thing to remember is that we always go 1 or 2 shades darker to our skin tone so that we can create those shadows. So it's always gonna be a bit brown, but at the same time the cream contours are cool toned and the powder bronzers are warm toned, and I prefer a warmer tone brown on my skin, so I always go for the powder bronzer. I'm such a big fanatic of the bronzer. Irrespective of the season, I keep using a bronzer. I will never go out without a bronzer, but especially in the spring and summertime, it's a must-have. It adds so much to our face. It looks so beautiful on the skin. So let me quickly swatch both the bronzers for you so that you can get an idea on the color. First, I'm gonna swatch the cream bronzer. I'm just gonna take a tiny amount, and as you can see, it's a bit muddy. It's a ashy brown shade. It's more grayish undertone, right? It's cool toned with a gray undertone to it. Then I'm gonna also swatch the powder bronzer. So let me take some, probably this much, and I'm gonna put it here. So as you can see, this is more warm toned, but this is more grayish undertone, right? Let me put one more coat so that it's more visible. So I'm just gonna intensify this so that you can get a better idea. So as you can see, it has a lot of gray to it, so it's looking a bit muddy. I'm also going to take the powder. This is the powder. Powder is very smooth, buttery. So yeah, as you can see, this is more cool toned, this is more warm toned, and this is what my preference in general is. But today I'm gonna demo with both of them and let's see how it goes on my skin. So before we get on to the application, let me quickly swatch the Fenty Beauty bronzer so that you can get an idea on the powder bronzer shade. So this is again Island Tint from Fenty Beauty. And I'm just gonna take a bit. And I'm gonna put it here. So as you can see, this is even more warm toned, right? It has a bit of yellow to it, and that is what I like. So this is what my preference is. This is my favorite color for the bronzer at the moment. But this is a bit darker than this one. But at the same time, they both are in the warm tone range of the browns. Alright guys, so let's jump on to the application now. Guys, so I have zoomed you guys in so that you can get a closer look at what I'm gonna do next. As you can see, I have done rest of my makeup already, and I'm gonna finish it with the contouring using the palette. So I'm gonna use my Sephora contouring brush. So I'm just going ahead and dipping it inside the cream contour so I get some product, and then just start creating the contour. As you can see, it is a bit cool toned, so it is looking a bit grayish on my skin. Let's take a bit more of it just to see the effect. And I'm not going too close, I'm just stopping here. As you can see, it's a bit muddy, which I'm not a fan of. So let's do the same thing on this side as well. Same thing, I'll just stop here at this point. I don't bring it too close to my front of the face. I'm not a fan of the color at all. It's a bit muddy on my skin and I just don't like it. I'm putting the rest of the product on just my jawbone. And I'm not gonna put it on my forehead because it's very muddy and I just don't like it that much. Right, so now to my favorite part, let's go with the powder bronzer. So I'm gonna use a tapered brush like this. So I'm just going to dip some on it. Let's take some more. Yeah, this is much more, I think I put a lot of the cream contour and I'm just not liking it, but this is more warm tone, so this is giving a much better effect. I'm gonna chisel my nose as well, so I'm gonna use my MAC 195 tapered brush and I'm gonna dip it in the powder bronzer and I'm just gonna follow the shape of my nose and just cinch it in a bit. So start from here. So this is also just creating a shadow around the nose so it looks more defined. I just leave it on for a while. Now to make it look a bit better, what I'm gonna do is take my Too Faced loose powder and I'm dipping my beauty blender inside and just bake it here so that it cleans up a bit. I'm just putting some and I'm just gonna let it stay there for a while before I clean up. While that's happening, let's take a fluffy blending brush and again I'm just gonna take some loose powder, very tiny amount, just to clean this up. So it's not like we want to remove the entire line, but it shouldn't be this harsh, so just blend it well onto the nose. See, the nose has such a beautiful shape now and I really like that. I haven't put the powder for a long time, just clean it up. Like that. let's add a bit of bronzer more to my forehead, and I'm just gonna take the powder bronzer just to see the effect. Yeah, on its own the bronzer is beautiful, I like it, but with the cream I am not a fan. Alright guys, so here is my completed look, and as you can see, a bronzer definitely adds a lot of definition to the face. My nose looks much more snatched. At the same time, because of the bronzer on the sides, it created that shadow and it looks very chiseled at this point, right? That is what we look for when we do a contour. When it comes to this product, I mean, I am 50-50 on the product because I did not like the cream contour at all. I don't think I'm gonna go back to it ever. I'm just gonna use the powder bronzer. So, and it is an expensive product for sure. It is for $48 here in Canada. So if you are someone who uses both of them, then probably it is worth it. Otherwise, there are many other beautiful bronzers in the market which are powder and which works great. One of those is from Fenty Beauty for sure. But the powder bronzer for sure is beautiful. It looks beautiful on the skin. I absolutely love it. And actually I put it on my nose and it looks so perfect. The nose looks so snatched. Absolutely love it. For sure I'm gonna use the powder bronzer. So it's up to you guys. If you want to try a cream bronzer, definitely go for the duo, but as I mentioned, I'm not gonna go back to the cream bronzer. I'm just gonna use the powder. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found this helpful. I hope now you understand the concept of contouring and you can try it on your face. Let me know what you think about this technique and do you prefer it at any time of the season. I'll be back with many such reviews in the future, so stay tuned. If you like this video, then please do like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, bye guys.